Okay, so this is just a real quick tutorial for the song Northern Lights by Sixpence None the Richer. It's not bad in terms of chords. It's, I think, maybe 5 or 6 chords altogether, and it's a strumming acoustic. You could get away with a strumming acoustic version instead of all the instruments put together. So first couple of chords are an F major 7 and a C major. So what are those like? They're kind of like this. Then the C major is a... So you can try your fingers out and see if you get those same notes, and if you do, then you're on the right track. So it's like this. It burns me down. The verse first starts right in. So when I'm doing it, I'm doing a thing kind of, which feels okay for the song. So I'm not exactly sure if that's 100% what Matt's doing on the guitars there, but or if it's Lee playing the guitar. So, but anyway, there's that. And it happens 4 times. So let me go through it once with the A minor and the C. So, oh shoot. It's kind of held, and then you're going to do the F major 7 and C again 4 times, and hold the C again. Residual, so on and so forth. So those kind of happen. These chords are happening a little bit faster in terms of their changing. They're and we're going to do the F and C again, and then we'll do a D minor with a G. So we'll do. So so for the D minor, it's a. And the way I'm doing it is this. I'm actually not using my ring finger. I'll use my pinky so it can just kind of move down to the from the where is it, to the, when I do the G. When I do the G, cover that low E, and I kind of let it sit on top of the A so it's muted, and then my pinky's on the high E, so for those G notes in the G chord. So if I do it really slow, it sounds like. Do that one more time. And when you strum, it's not noticeable. It's, you don't have to do that hammer on. That was just me doing a hammer on thing. Then you have the baby, please stay. So that's, we're kind of back to the slower, the chords more held out like they were in that earlier verse. So they're like. So I did it twice, even though it's only done once. Let me show you what I mean. So like on my paper, here's that. I haven't got an official chart made. I could try to get one made, I guess, with all the lyrics, so you have all the stuff to look at. See, it's only once there, and then it goes into that next line, and then you have the C, the F major 7 to the C 4 times before we go to the but now it's over and stuff. So we'll do that. But now it's over, and so we have that sort of faster changing F and C chord changes. So it's the another thing to note, when I do the D minor, it's these 4 notes. And what I do with my ring finger to make it useful is I put it between, I just let it sit between the E and A strings so they're muted, so when I strum it's... And it's also ready to do the next change into the G. I'll just kind of press into low E, and then I'm still muting the A. Just letting the meat of my finger here touch the A string to mute it. You can see where my fingers are all dented up from playing guitar. And we have another Baby Please Stay. So the baby please stay. Da, 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 da. So it's kind of a, so there's sort of an A minor second, and then you press the, and do that 3 times, and then another D minor, G. And there's the solo, which is basically repeating the F, C changes that happened during the first verse, sort of the, so you're back to the, oh, one thing to note when you're doing this finger is, well, it's pressing down the A, it's kind of touching up into the E, so the E isn't playing, because if I don't do that, then I get a, but if I kind of let it, the meat of my finger go into that while it's pressing down the A string, I get a cleaner chord. And it can just stay there and during the F and the C major chords to keep them muted. So just little tricks that you learn so all your notes are clean. All your chords are clean, clear, and under control. Maybe I'll try to get a chord chart made for this and post it in the video description. Just have to get all the lyrics and then I can do that. And there's the You Love Me. Love me, I love you, so baby, please stay. At this point, you could kind of experiment with putting your finger on the high E strings, like say doing the F chord. You could do it with, let your finger, like I said, meat of the finger, mute that A string because you're not covering the C, because you're going to let your pinky do something different. So you're going to do this. If that's too much, don't worry about it. It's just something you can do to make it more fun to play. You can do that. And you have that We Could Burn, so you're going, we could burn like the Northern Lights, so you're, and then she just ends with Baby. Baby. that. But yeah, that's the gist of it. If you're just one guitar by yourself and just singing, that's probably a good way to go about it. This video is kind of clunky, I admit, so if it's not clear, like I said, I probably should make a full-on chord chart with all the changes so there's none of the kind of goofiness that this thing has that I have here. I just sat down and I was listening to the song, and this is sort of my quick map for myself. You can pause the video if you want to see it. That's page 1. There's page 2. Take a look. If that doesn't quite make sense, I'll make a better chart, of course. And that's page 3. So, anyway, there you go. I hope that helps. Just send me questions if it needs more. Thanks.